How are you guys? Just drop my bit. So today I'm gonna, I got a little treat for you. Design that I did with the foil. I'm gonna show you guys how I did that live. But what I'm gonna do is, before I actually get into doing that, I'm gonna actually remove it from the free edge first so that you can actually see removal and reapplication. Okay, so let me go. Sorry about that, it just went out. Let me go ahead and rotate. All right, so what we're gonna do is I'm going to use my safety bit. It's kind of cool that you could actually see the bottom end of this. But what we're going to end up doing is using my safety bit to go ahead and do this. Go ahead and fire up my electric file. I'm going to run my vent. Right, so for those of you guys who just got one, this is definitely game changing. So to get your smiles to look like this was the nail that we did yesterday, right? So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and remove most of the top coat over the surface, right? So once I actually get through the top coat, then it's going to be really, really easy for me to get the foil off of the nail, right? So that's probably the best part about doing designs like this, is that it's very, very easy to maintain. Once you get it down to the surface, you're going to be able to fill it, right? And then whatever new foil design you're going to be putting on top, that's going to make it very, very easy to fill. So I'm just going to run my hand file over the surface. That way we can create some texture. Your choice when you fill it. If you're changing out the surface, then it'll definitely make it reapplicable, right? All right, so I created some texture. What we're going to do now is we're going to get swipe, and then I'm just going to clean the surface, okay? And then what we want to be able to do is we're going to get our foil transfer base, and let's go ahead and get some of the same designs, right? So we launched the new the new animal prints. We can go with the same one right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take basically the same one, and then I'm just going to cut off a small piece. I don't need a lot. As you can see, I mean, it's a hefty amount that you're going to be able to do. The designs are absolutely incredible, okay? So for those of you guys that have something similar, then you're going to. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the foil transfer base. I'm going to go ahead and set a timer. I'm going to go ahead and set this. So I'm going to paint it into the shape of a smile line, right? That's really the key. What we want to be able to do is set ourselves up so that we can go ahead and shape out the smile line. I'm also going to be using onto the next polish remover, and I'm going to be using a brush, right? This is the Imagination Art Brush, right? So what we want to be able to do, again, is take the foil transfer base, and what I need to do is kind of paint out a really, really nice amount on the very, very front of the nail. And then you're going to see, let's go ahead and start timing this, okay? So it's about 45 seconds. That's like the optimum time. You have to make sure that you get it onto the areas that you want. That way, when you go ahead and put it on, it's going to come off with ease. So the key to doing the foil is don't start from the center and push off to the side. What you want to be able to do is you want to start from one side and roll it to the other. So we're about 30 seconds in. Right when I get down to about 20 seconds, right, about 40, 45 seconds, that's when I want to go ahead and start doing this. Okay, so at this point right here, right, you can see about 45 seconds in, I'm literally going to start from one side, and then I'm really going to start putting a lot of pressure, getting it all the way down, right, making sure that I'm putting a lot of pressure. You can see I start from one side, and I push all the way down, and I continue to do that, and then when I take it off, dude, you can see how perfect that is. It's incredible. So, you know, dude, I mean, that's cool right there. I mean, you could put glitter, you could line this up with, you could line it up with all kinds of means to kind of create it. So what I'll do at this point is I'll get my brush, and from the center with it wet, then what I can start to do, because you're working with foil, you can see that as I start to kind of clean my edges, and I just dip it inside the acetone, and then I just hold my brush here, and then I just lightly swivel it up to the corners just to make sure that we're getting a smile line nice and tight. This is really a great way for you guys to achieve this type of art on the tip. And again, it doesn't have to be absolutely flawless, but you can see how I'm going to be able to create that. Now, what we want to be able to do once we're done applying this over the top is you want to be able to seal this. So you could seal it with the new finish. One of the things I like to do is once I get the finish onto the surface, all right, once I actually get finish onto the surface of the nail, then I will not just get my edges nice and tight right around through here, because we don't want this to chip, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cure this inside the light, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to hit it with one more coat, right? So 2 coats is like optimum. That's going to give you guys a really killer seal so that you're going to be able to wear the foil on the enhancements without any chipping at all. So make sure that you do 2 coats so that you're going to be able to do it. So I use the foil transfer. This is an incredible way for you guys to be able to achieve some really killer designs. And again, it's not doing it about smile. I wanted to show you how I got that really tight smile line. You have to be able to use a little bit of acetone and a brush to be able to do the detailing. This is really going to set your designs apart from everybody else's. All right. So quick preview on what you can do. You're going to be able to take that once you guys get it, and you guys are going to be able to achieve some sick free edge work. If you guys have any questions, hit me up. Let me know how you guys are doing. Pumped about showing you guys how you guys are going to take your services to the next level. Going to just keep on hitting you guys up about, you know, not just about how you're doing, but what you can do to make more money in the salon. Really appreciate your time. Thank you guys, and love you much. Talk to you soon.